Hello, this is Lee. I have been attempting of coming up my own original music for the last 2 days. I barely know how to play the piano, and I only know the foundational knowledge of how to use Logic, which is a audio processing, sound, music composing of a software. So I'm not good enough to come up with my own music, at least not yet. What is the logical next step of the process then? Should I give up? I have given up many times before. I am kind of allergic to the word now, so probably not. How about I apply for a music course somewhere? Or perhaps music school or on YouTube, which has endless amount of music lessons or tutorials. Maybe I should give myself a few months to a year to accumulate enough experience and skills, and only by then I'll be ready. And nothing can stop me from composing my own music from that point and on. Maybe I'll have my own music, my own musical movie, the next Greatest Showman, and maybe I will win many awards from it. And I'll get on stage and make a little speech. I'd be lying to you if I told you I haven't fantasized that before. So that's a good plan, right? Give myself more time to prepare, more time to learn, more skills to establish my foundation. The problem with this plan is I actually know quite a few of skilled, talented musicians, and they all struggle the exact same problem that I, who am not a professional musician, struggle with, is they can't seem to compose anything of their own, anything original. Mr. J, my high school friend who is majoring in music in Japan right now, is a very good example of this. He just got accepted in a very famous music grad school, and it's located in Tokyo, and I know he is dying to come up with something of his own. He used to have this dream that one day composing for Marvel movies, but now he just couldn't compose anything original or anything at all, because according to him, everything he makes, from his professional opinion, is shit. That's his words, not mine. So I always tell him, I think, dude, you are good enough. I think there's something else that's going on that's preventing you from making your own music, from making your own art, which he doesn't disagree. And he is not alone in this terrible struggle of artists who are not able to make art, or more generally speaking, the difficulty of making a move in the face of the fear that we call I'm not good enough. And I just figured this out literally a couple hours ago, which is so extraordinary. I don't think not good enough is even relevant to completing a great piece of art. What I mean by this is, while I was trying to come up with my own music, I did a lot of Google and YouTube searches. I learned some basic theories of the keyboard. My knowledge is indeed very limited, but if I had to quantify of how far away I am from completing this project of mine, I have to say I'm only about 30 to 40% away from completion. Meaning, if I want to complete this music project, this art project, I have to find the remaining pieces, such as some specific editing tricks that I have to learn to apply in Logic, again, that is the music composing software. The rest of this project is really just finding or creating the sound pieces to pair with the melody, and of course the lyrics, which, at least for me, that is the easy part. So going back to the plan I came up with earlier, which is that I should probably spend a couple of months to a year sharpening my skills, learning more, doing more, preparing more, so I can complete the music that, technically speaking, I already have all the tools to complete now. So the plan is mostly based on the insecurities of I'm not good enough. And what I just figured out is whether I'm good enough or not is irrelevant to the actual process of completing this project. Because whether I'm good enough or not, the steps of finishing this project are exactly the same. The "I'm not good enough" excuse never had to be part of the equation. And I would actually dare to argue that if you're not good enough, aka skilled enough, artistically speaking, maybe that can even serve as an advantage, because you are not limited by your particular skill, which is a real struggle for many of the greatest artists who ever lived. The greatest struggle an already achieved, accomplished artist typically faces is they don't know how to make new things anymore, because they are so limited by everything they have learned, perfected, and accumulated so far in their lives. So they have to try some of the weirdest things as an attempt of finding themselves again, which is a whole different topic that worth a whole different video. Now, I'm not here to say that skills doesn't matter. They certainly do. Or that you don't have to learn, you don't have to practice, study, or do more research. Those are all necessary. But what if those are just unconscious, perhaps even conscious excuses that sometimes we use to avoid confronting our own creativity? The creativity that can only be sharpened through many, that what I have to call destined to attract few audience kind of artistic projects. What if that's the best way to sharpen one's skills? What if the only way to stop feeling like I'm not good enough is to give it everything you got, then move on to the next project, then repeat until you are good enough? Thank you for your time. If you'd like to support this very small channel of mine even further, please consider purchasing one of the following products from my personal website. Links in description. Thank you very much for your support. I hope to see you very soon in the next video.